What's up, everyone? This is Hawksley from Hawksley Games, and it's E3 week. Yay! Well, almost. As of this, when I'm recording this video, it's at least a day away. But that's still good too. Anyway, today I want to talk about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, because this is the big three. This is a lot of the reasons why E3 exists, because these big three are the top dogs when it comes to gaming. May change you, maybe not to some other guys. Maybe some guys are just like, hey, let's go PC, and fair enough, because PC's quite cheap with Steam, and for you unlucky bastards, if you use Origin. Okay, but let's get started. Microsoft unveiled the Xbox One a couple of weeks ago, almost a month, and yeah, we can all agree that they didn't do a very good job. They focused a lot on the boring bits, and some people can agree, yeah, they can work on the boring bits and then later work on the big bits at the fun stuff at E3. But that's where they went wrong. They took all the bad bits and put it first because they thought it would bring more hype for E3. But that's not what you do when you unleash a console, guys. You've got to get the good bits in there. If you're gonna show off like these apparent 15 games that Microsoft Studio is working on, you're gonna get them straight away. You don't just stop and do it elsewhere. You've got to have it. You've got to get it there day one. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. What I think they should do is, with this E3, they need to clear up some of the bad things that people have been speculating, some of the rumors, and they need to get a straight idea of what's actually happening, because executives are being contradicting themselves after the event. There's been so many articles where some are saying there is going to be always online, there isn't going to be always online, and Xbox connector is going to be constantly connected and isn't going to be constantly connected. Well, there's a report, I can't remember the article, and I can't link to it. I don't remember which website it was from, but I'll look back and see if I can find it. But there was an article stating, and this is from official executive, it was saying that basically, yes, Kinect is going to be always connected, but you've got control over it. And yeah, sure, it's not the best thing, but you've got control. You can see, you get the options about what Kinect can and can't see. You've got a lot of personalization when it comes to privacy with Kinect. It's always connected, yes, but that doesn't mean it's always watching you. You get a decision of what you want it to see. It doesn't have to have the video constantly going. You don't have to constantly have it streaming like audio and stuff. You can have it always connected, yes, but it's not what it's made for. It's made if you want to, you can personalize it basically. But it's not the best thing, I know, but it's getting there. It's bracing over to being average. You need an average basis, and then you need to get above that when it comes to unleashing new hardware and features. Yeah, if they can focus more around the games this E3, and if they get a large base and clear some things up, I reckon they'll do well. If they don't, then yep, Microsoft's screwed. They're not going to make any sales, but as of now, I don't think anyone's paying attention. They've already lost all their fan base, but let's see if they can pull around this E3. Moving on with PlayStation and the PlayStation 4. As of already, they've gained a lot of attention. They have done so well with the first presentation. Some people are just like, yeah, okay, but when the Microsoft presentation came on, everyone just like switched over. They're just like, yep, it's gonna save us all. Well, it isn't. There's gonna be different type of features and all different type of factors that balance it out. It's not gonna be the savior of this generation. It's just gonna be, you know, the console's gonna be there. If there's what's it called, DRM on one console, there's gonna be DRM on the other. You can't say it's gonna it's not fair. If a multi-platform game has DRM on a console, it's going to be on both, guys. It's like, yeah, it's not going to save the generation. It's going to be there. It's going to be effective, yes, but with all reason, it's not going to be DRM free. Publishers won't go for the console if that's the case. Actually, I remember reading something like an article. It was something like DRM does exist on the PlayStation 4, but it's for the developers to choose. It's not like a constant permanent thing, I'm pretty sure. So if DRM's on one console, it's going to be on the other. So that basically gets the idea out of the way. But as of what Sony's done, they're doing a good job, guys. They've got a nice fan base going. They've got a lot of people saying, yes, this is the console I want. And it seems Bungie's being more lenient to them because it was all about Microsoft when they were in the partnership, but since they've leaped over to Activision, they're being more lenient to Sony. They've actually, they're showing Destiny footage at PlayStation conference, and that could be another factor. Maybe Bungie is being like, oh, the PS3's did a good job, and I really like the PS4 as well. So yeah, maybe there was this more relationship that they wanted with the PlayStation, and when it came to the Xbox One, they're thinking, oh, Microsoft's kind of being a bit lenient here. But maybe this is my kind of speculation of what I've seen. Maybe it might be this thing where Bungie's becoming good pals with Sony at the moment. And I wouldn't blame them. I mean, they've made some good business decisions compared to the Xbox One and Microsoft. Well, yeah, but other than that, all I can say is that I can only hope for good success with PlayStation and Sony. They've done a good job. I'll probably be getting a PS1. Oh, yeah, I mean PlayStation 4. So many numbers. 1, 4, not even and a symbol, a U. It's crazy. Numbers everywhere. Okay, now moving on to Nintendo. All I'm gonna say is Smash Brothers. They've won my vote. No. I'll be more serious with them. Nintendo's done a good job. They've listened to people when they've got no DRM, free online. There's a good sturdy first-party base. So that's always good. It's a fairly good console, and there's tons of stuff getting released this year. They've announced a few things in Nintendo Direct, but one thing is they're not actually having a conference, and it's a big year for them. They should definitely have one. They're having some Nintendo Direct, which is at 12 of the night where I live. So, yeah, I may not watch it because I need some sleep. It's on a school night as well, so I can't really get onto it. But it's mainly based around the fan base. I think it's not made for. The media can watch it, sure, but mainly I think it's just for the fan base. I don't think Nintendo's trying to work on a new expand on it anymore because they know it's not working. They just know that they've got a couple of kids playing, they've got some of the hardcore Nintendo fans playing, and that's good enough for them. They're just happy with that. Well, I don't know what to say about this now. All I can say is I'm excited for Smash Brothers. There's a video coming out, a trailer, and that's all I need. Namco Bandai is working on it, and that's another big thing too. They've worked on Tekken and some other games. I can't remember them all, but other fighting games that have done well. Well, that's all from me. But I'm thinking I think Microsoft needs to clear some things up. Sony's doing a good job already, and Nintendo's doing fine. They really needed an E3 conference. They can't do this Nintendo Direct thing all the time. Not everyone's going to be watching it then. But who knows, maybe they will. Only time will tell. Let's see who will win this big battle of E3, I guess. Who will triumph over the big three. I'm putting my bets on Sony because they've done such a good job, unless they make a really bad decision at the last minute. It'd be hilarious. I know. It seems really unlikely, but we'll have to see what happens. So, that's all from me, Hawksy from Hawksy Games. See you later.